No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Fires to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the set.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to the running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They punt it away on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. He's got him in the flat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The give to the single back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the option. Finding an escape route. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Army! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Looking to fire. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. The Panthers are on the move. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Got room to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Black Knights have their offense in high gear. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on second down. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. Flips it out on the screen. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Gets it out quickly. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida International.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Gibbs. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a crease, it's Cook. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. FIU pushing tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Here's an open space downfield. Turning it on. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. From the gun, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Rides the back and leaves it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Power football with the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every...
Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his...
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spot.
Breaks into the open. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Flips it out to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Black Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to throw. It's Gibbs. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. FIU pushing tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the upfield. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They want to run this quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got a man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
A run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. Now on the move. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation